Hi.
Check. Mike.
Can you get comfortable really quick?
Hell yeah.
Am I gonna look at the camera or you?
Ooh, bright lights.
Let's do it.
John or Yek. Same thing. I don't know, who am I? I ask myself that like every day. I don't know.
I am Hope Parker.
Shit, J Chain.
My name's Taylor Brown.
I'm Stephanie. I go by Steph or Sage.
I'm Ray. A lot of people know me as Ray Bambino, but lately people have been calling me Creto.
My name is Carson Coulter, 24-year-old from South Dakota, relocated to Phoenix, Arizona.
What do you do?
I'm an artist. I make music. I'm into fashion, but primarily music, just artist. Yeah.
I do a lot, but just to simplify it, I would say I'm an artist, a designer, and a storyteller. I think that's probably the most important part. And I tell stories through product. So, yeah.
I'm a model, a stylist, do a little bit of creative direction. Yep, that's pretty much it. I'm a fly ass nigga, that's what I do.
What do you do?
Do what I can. Do what I can. I like coming up with blueprints. I like being behind the scenes. Yeah, planning things and whatnot.
Definitely a businesswoman. And especially at this part of my life, I'm really honing that part of me and my education to catapult kind of my creative side, which is on the creative branch would be I'm a designer. I design clothes.
I am a just multifaceted human. I have like a lot of different interests. I am an artist. I do visual arts. I'm getting into filmmaking. I'm back in school to do film. So that's awesome. Yeah.
I like to say I'm a creator.
Now, in the parameters of a creator, what do you create? If you don't mind us asking.
As of late, I've been trying to create a wide range of things. Photography, I guess, is one lane that I kind of find myself in a lot. Videography, design, curation.
What up, y'all? My name is Soul. Go by Soul Jakis.
So what do you do?
Do a little bit of modeling. I'm a student right now at ASU, and a little bit of, creative direction here and there. But yeah.
All right, and what is the current pastime of yours? What is your main pastime at the moment?
Going to the park and just chilling under a tree, looking at the lake, the ducks, just being in silence around nature.
Music. Any leisure time that I find outside of doing business is dedicated to music. The only reason why I do business is to fund the music. So yeah, any leisure time typically goes towards music or even painting or something creative, developing a treatment, just getting ideas off and things like that.
As of lately, it's been a lot of healing, like a lot of just like digging deep. And I feel like I find a lot of inspiration in that. Like, for example, the collection I'm working on right now is titled Sacral, which is the second chakra. And so I'm just like pulling a lot of emotion and like just like trauma and like just experiences that I've had and just like creating this like project out of all of that. So
Current pastime, I hoop a lot. I love to hoop. So I came into that. I do that a lot in my free time. And other than that, it's just a lot of creating. Fashion, I love fashion. So I like to make clothes, and that's part of my brand as well.
Right now, it's been music. I've been getting into like DJing a little bit. I feel like everyone's been getting into DJing, but I've been mixing a little bit here and there. That's what I've been filling my pastime with.
A pastime that I really enjoy and have enjoyed lately is kind of just figuring out things that I like and that I don't like. So kind of just like figuring myself out. For instance, I feel like life is just moving, or has been moving very fast, and it's hard for me to slow down. And I think a good pastime for me has kind of just been just sitting there and just kind of having those conversations with myself and just relaxing. Like if I'm by myself, I don't talk. You know, I'm kind of just either in the room or I'll just be on the floor, just like laid up, kind of just enjoying the peace and quiet, and like enjoying the stillness and like the peace. I feel like now, like I said, like we move so fast and we all forget how to slow down. And I think my favorite passing time has, I guess you could call it rest, I guess resting, but really just finding yourself within that rest and having those conversations with yourself and figuring out, like I said, the things that you like, things you don't like, and yeah, kind of just exploring yourself. And, yeah.
What fulfills me? I think that doing something where I feel like I've made a difference, as well as something that I'm naturally gifted and passionate about, is what fulfills me. And sometimes that looks different. So,
To be honest, I think it's always external does a lot for my internal. And I think what I mean by that is like I said, when you have to put people first whenever you're thinking about designing or you're thinking about building a world, the people who are going to be essentially consumers of this world, you have to think about them first. So it's a lot of helping them get from point A to point B, a lot of solving problems that they had, not problems that they had, but just helping them find solutions with whatever task is in front of them at the moment. That's how I see it.
That's a great question. Yeah. Okay. I would say servicing people, family, friends. You know, me and Banks, we met last year, but it's been organic, and he knows at anything if you need of service, I'm there. But servicing people around me, just trying to show them a better way of just approaching life or viewing life. You know, whether you have everything or whether you have nothing, is how effective can I be around people when I'm around them? Because I do like to be by myself a lot. But when I'm around people, I want them to leave with more than they feel like I took.
Fulfills me in life? I don't know. I don't know, that's a tough question. Like, there's so much things. Like, I want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of religious a little bit, so like, just being on the right path, I guess. And like, I want to have a wife, kids, a big family type thing. I feel like that's when I'll be at my full fulfillment. So it's kind of hard to think about that right now, you know, because I'm like still working towards it. I feel like I'm just not fulfilled. So, yeah, we're still seeking it, I guess, is the answer for that.
Yeah, it's very fulfilling. Honestly, at this point, I got addicted to falling down, to failing. It's kind of like skating, one of my other passions. You know, it's very fulfilling when you land a trick, but, you know, nobody sees you fucking up. Nobody sees you falling down. The 100 times you have to get back up, dust yourself off, up until you land that trick. And it's just figuring out the best way, you know. Everybody does a kickflip different, you know. Some people can be very technical with it, and then other people have this like dope swag to it when they do a kickflip, like looks effortless. And I'm just trying to do something that feels effortless.
What fulfills me? I think making an impact, whether it's small or big. Just knowing that I kind of did something for someone really fulfills me. Before this, like my occupation, I was an art director for senior living facilities. So I was around a lot of seniors, and they're always overlooked. And I had this senior that I really got connected to. Her name is Frances, and she was a big artist before she got dementia. And I reintroduced her to art. Like before, she didn't do any art because of her dementia, and her last painting that she's ever done, she did it with me, and I enlarged it and I framed it and I gave it to their family, and till this day her family still like sends me notes, and it's something that like fulfilled me in a way that was just so good, because I wasn't getting anything out of it, you know. It wasn't something for me, it was for Frances, and it felt really nice. So I think that's what fulfills me.
You know, this is a time capsule. You know, through the time of life, you know, we get to a certain point. Is there any last words that you have for the viewer, for your future self, for yourself before and or after you get to that moment?
I just want to tell you guys thank you. You guys are doing something that nobody has done in the city, and the amount of professionality and the execution, communication, you guys are really on it, for real. And I look up to both of you guys. You guys are my brothers, you know, and what you guys doing, or what you guys are doing here is beautiful. And to be able to highlight us, like, I'm very honored, so thank you. I can't wait to see who else is gonna be on, but it's gonna be really cool. Message to myself, Phil, you're doing good, man.
Honestly, I'm just very excited for everybody here, you know what I'm saying? I think everybody here in Phoenix has a lot of potential to grow, and we got a lot of special people. You guys are definitely a couple of the, you know, the ones up there. So just excited to see all these other beautiful people's perspectives on life and whatnot. So yeah, for sure.
Don't feel like there's a time and feel like you're falling behind, because everything is going the way it should go. I beat myself up about that a lot because, you know, I'm going back to school. I'm 24, I'm turning 25. And that was kind of scary for me because I'm like, I'm 24, like everyone's graduating, but your path is different from everyone else's. If you had like a lot of successes and then kind of take time to, you know, retrieve and do what you have to do, that's fine. You know, there's no rush. Life is about, you know, taking it as it is and being intentional with your time and who you are, and growth will come eventually. But if you're comparing yourself constantly or like constantly like shooting yourself down, like time is gonna go quicker than like slower, you know? So that makes sense. That's like my finishing statement. So intention flows, no. How does that saying go? Intention goes where the mind flows. No, intention flows where the mind goes. I think that's how the saying goes.
So the key to everything is just balance. You have to find that for yourself. What's balanced for me might not be balanced for somebody else, but it's balance. Don't have both sides fighting each other. You know, you're not gonna feel fulfilled that way. It's just balance. That's, like I said, blur lines. Don't have such bold lines when it comes to you and what you do, and how you are on a day to day. Just make it part of your personal ethos. That's what makes you unique. You know, so just find your balance. That's all.
Continue to strive and push for greatness. During the passing of time, try to figure out how to be proactive with the time as well. But no, thank you guys for having me. This is my first time really even doing an interview for real, but I couldn't be for anybody, you know, better than Banks and my brother Malik that I just met too as well, you know what I mean? Yes, sir. But thank y'all again, yeah.
That kid-like spirit or that imaginative like world that you create is like important, I feel like, to stay sane, at least for me. So yeah, I think yeah, it is something that I'll carry with me forever, for sure.
No, man, I appreciate this opportunity. This is cool. I like what you guys are doing with everything, so excited to see what happens.
Keep fucking up, keep throwing shit at the wall, and keep failing, you know? It's not really a true failure until you give it up. And that goes for kids trying to do this shit too. Like if you're trying to build a brand, be a DJ, cook some food, whatever may have you, like just do it. Don't live your life like it's a practice life. This is your real life. What you do is important. And if you're waiting for everything to be right to start, you're gonna be waiting forever. Just do it.
In life, there are no mistakes. And there's no failure because you're just doing. You're here to do. You're here to create. And as long as you wake up in the morning and make a decision, like, to keep going, like, that's all that matters. And if you want to do something, there's never a right time. You're never going to be ready. Like, you just got to do it. You're never going to have enough money. You're never going to have enough balls. You're never going to have enough this. You're never going to have enough that. Like, you'll get it. But you just do that thing first. Just do it. Just take a risk. And remember to smell the roses. Remember to just wake up and say thank you. And be in the moment. Yeah.
Yes. I know you already, well, you knew this, you know, you knew that where you are right now, Hope, 21-year-old Hope, you were going to get to your point. I'm proud of you for everything that you have done because I know everything that you plan to do, every goal that you set, that you did it. And I know you're probably emotional watching this right now because you're like, wow, I actually really manifested my whole life. And if there's anything that you are struggling with, just know that, you know, I'm struggling with things too, and I got past it to be you. So you will get past it to be whatever future self you're going to be. I love you. It's me and you, always. I'm still learning how to put you first, but we're going to get there. Yeah. That's it.
Shout out to the guys doing this, man. Shout out to Pastime Times, not for only creating this, you know, setting for young artists like myself, but for actually, you know what I'm saying, doing what they said they was gonna do. You know what I mean? A lot of people talk and talk and talk, and I know we all experienced this, but Pastime Time's gonna be something serious, so shout out to these niggas, man. Shout out to Dog, man. Shout out to y'all behind the camera. Y'all doing this shit. So run this back later on. Quote me on this one.
Just always remember the price of the brick is going up, you feel me? Like, you are the brick. So your price has to always go up. Like, it should never be the same. The price of the brick is going up. Like, what do you do for people? Or like, I guess, like, how are you gonna add value to the world? You know what I'm saying? So your value should always just be getting more and more expensive because, you know what I'm saying, you did it. And shout out to my nigga Banks behind the camera, Malik, the whole Pastime Time. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for the world to see this shit. For real, for real. We going up. That's it. That's a wrap. Cut.